I congratulate all the organizers for organizing this national webinar on COVID-19 changing dynamics around the globe. And that is why you have got audience from the globe, participants from the globe. So 3 cheers to all of you, the entire organizing team, the institution, Sunbeam Women's College.
Thank you, sir.
Varanasi. Varanasi is known as the spiritual capital, not only the India, but the world. India is known as the spiritual capital of the world, and within India, Varanasi is known as the spiritual capital. So you are all blessed to be at a place which is known as the spiritual capital. And changing dynamics around the globe, change is something which is said is the only thing that is constant apart from death. So one is that death which is certain, and one is the change that is certain, that our body is changing every moment, all the cells of our body are changing. So change is something which we can't avoid. Change is inevitable in nature, and nature loves change. If you see, do you wear the same clothes every day? Do you take same menu in the breakfast, lunch, dinner every day? You want different, you want variety. And variety itself means change. You want diversity. You love that. So now this COVID-19 has brought a very different kind of scenario, that 800 plus people you are saying are, in this mode. Physically, probably you would not have got those many people in Varanasi, in your college, in a conference like this. So this is an opportunity also, that a small virus which we can't see with our naked eyes has created a kind of scenario that some people are on the war front, like doctors, essential services providers, police people, and all those who are busy in delivering supplies and all those things. So all those who are, we call it, on the war front, are having a different kind of syndrome. And we all, those who are inside the house, locked inside the house, for us the dynamics are entirely different. So dynamics, the second word in your theme is the dynamics. So dynamics of these two type of, now there are only two types of people right now on the planet. There are only two types of people. One is those who are in the war front, and the other one is those who are supposed to stay inside the house so that they can help those who are helping those who are patients and all those things. So it's a very different kind of a war. It's a unique kind of a war. You can call it a biological war. So there was World War I, there was World War II and all that. Now it is a different kind of a war where most of the people are inside the homes. They are not allowed to move outside. So that's a new dynamics. And man is creative. Man, women, both are creative, and they find ways how to that in this scenario, how to come closer. So thanks to the technology, it was not possible without this technology that we would have got this kind of a scenario. So the world has moved from a stage where there was no telephone, what to talk of computer. टेलीफोन भी एक इम्पॉसिबल सी चीज लगती थी कि क्या यहाँ से बैठा हुआ आदमी अमेरिका में किसी से बात कर 100 मीटर दूर भी क्या बात कर सकता है. So once upon a time, telephone was also something which was like out of the world thing. And now we have so many faces on the screen right now here itself. So this is the beauty, that the world was prepared first in terms of technology, that if you are locked down in the home, even then you can stay connected through the use of this technology. Although, since you are from the spiritual capital, I must mention that everyone is always connected. Every individual is actually already connected, because everyone is a spiritual being, and there is a spiritual connection from the Sahasrara to everyone in the world. I do energy healing, angel healing and all those kind of things. So I have seen the benefits of this connectivity. So we are all born with that kind of a connectivity, although everyone is not trained or tuned for that kind of thing, because it falls in the domain of esoteric knowledge. And this technology which we are leveraging today in terms of Facebook Live and Zoom and all those things, this is in the exoteric domain. And people have access to exoteric domain very easily, whereas very few people in the world have access to the esoteric domain. But this is the time now that people should realize that new dynamics are emerging. We are using exoteric knowledge. It has helped us to connect with everyone in the world at a different level. But what about going deeper into the esoteric world as well, the subtle world as well? If the war is with the subtle world, can the weapons of the physical world really apply? It is like this. I am giving you an analogy. Your Indian rupee, our Indian rupee doesn't work in America. If you go to America, you need to buy US dollars. So if you want to buy something in US, you need to convert your energy into the energy of that country. So when you go out from this world, this whatever you have earned in this world, it doesn't work there. No currency of the world works in the world of which is subtle world, which is outside this world. So we need to start thinking that we have made a lot of progress in the gross world, and we have to create this kind of an environment wherein everybody can be connected. But is the ultimate end of humanity? Do we exist in this world to create things which are used while you are living in this life, from the first act of life, that is breathing in, and the last act of life, which is breathing out? Is the only purpose to earn some money and eat that money in terms of food and buying certain things and all those things? Is the rat race that we are into right now, is this the ultimate end of our life, or we are born for some other purpose? So this is the time that we see the dynamics of the world, that there were wars earlier which were physical wars. So we knew the enemy. So we knew how we can counter that. So if the bullet is coming from that side, we also have bullet to fight it out. So there was level playing field in the gross world, that arms and ammunitions are on both the sides. Whereas right now, the entire humanity is caught with a situation that the gross body is supposed to deal with a subtle item, which is called a virus, novel coronavirus, which we have called it as COVID-19. So will the arms and ammunition of the gross world work for dealing with a subtle thing? So we need to learn the new dynamics of the world that we are changing into. And this is for the entire globe. It is not only one China from where it started. It is more now in America, number of deaths, Italy, America, and all those countries. So this has also proved that this entire world is actually one. We have differentiated this into different boundaries and all those things. Otherwise, we are all one. So if we are able to see this new dynamics, which is actually very old, which is actually very traditional, which is coming from thousands of years in our scriptures and Vedas and all those things. But we need to go deep dive, we need to do this. Now the world has given us the time, actually. When we are locked down in the homes, we need to go deep down and find out the answers of these questions, that why am I exist in this world? Why am I there? Why am I living? So these are the new dimensions on which people need to start thinking. Do we really need to go out for work? Or is it okay that I can work from home? So we find that we are more efficient now in this time. In our university, we conducted all the classes online. From the day it was closed down, we immediately shifted to the online classes. Then we conducted online exam. Now we are declaring the result. We are starting the next semester from 1st of July. And it is a time to think, do we need to really burn so much of fuel to go physically to an organization to serve? So whatever we have been doing in the past, we need to do that process re-engineering. Whether the processes that have been built in the past, like business process re-engineering, says radical rethinking and redesigning of the processes. So we need to actually rethink and redesign, because the way we have been living in the past, as per the world, a report of World Council for, World Business Council for Sustainable Development, they made a report that if we continue to grow in this manner, we will require 2.3 times the resources of the earth by 2050, and we have only one planet Earth. So the model which we were following up till now was in any case not sustainable. So this is the time for us to think, what are the sustainable ways? Like if we see in the last 2 months or so, the nature has started recuperating. The birds have started coming back. The dolphins you can see in the sea, near the Mumbai seashores and all that. So nature is coming back to its original form. Actually, it is the time that they have got, because we have reduced the pollution, factories are off, and so on and so forth. Even Ganga is more cleaner now. I don't know how much time you have given to. Just let me know. Just put a line like this, when you think my time is over, just let me know about that. So it is a time to introspect, to reflect that the way we have been trained. It is said, if you continue to do what others have been doing in the past, you would continue to get what others have got. So if you are happy with the lifestyle that we have been groomed with in the past, then you continue to do that. But this is the time now the world is encountering this fact that no, you can't do that. You are forced inside. So this is the time to reflect, introspect, that what is the best way to reach to the purpose of life for which we all exist. Just making buildings, just making more items which we can consume. Is this the purpose of living life? Are we born to just buy a few more things, to acquire a few more things, some more possessions of this gross world, properties, cars, and so on and so forth? Position. Are we there in this world for position and possession? These sensory organs that we have, are they the only things that we need to satisfy, or we need to build some substance in the causal body which goes from life to life? So जो कारण शरीर है हमारा, उस पे कभी किसी स्कूल में शायद पढ़ाया नहीं जाता, कभी क्लास में पढ़ाया नहीं जाता, कभी ये नहीं सिखाया जाता ब्रीदिंग कैसे करनी है, अपने मन को कैसे संभालना है. आज today I have a session on mind management actually from 2 to 5. So how to deal with mind we don't teach normally. How to breathe we don't teach normally. So our entire education system, our entire employment system, our working system has been based on certain premises which probably may not hold true now. So the entire dynamics of the world is actually changing now, and people are, some of them are more happier, some of them are not so happier. दोनों तरह के इंस्टेंसेस सुनने को मिल रहे हैं कि कुछ घरों में लड़ाइयां हो रही हैं क्योंकि हस्बैंड पूरा दिन घर पे है, तो वो सोचने की जरूरत है प्यार मोहब्बत से रहना क्यों नहीं सीख पाए अभी तक. वो माइंड मैनेजमेंट का इशू है जो मैं आज जैसे कर रहा हूं. मैंने एक और कोर्स लॉन्च किया इसीलिए, हैप्पीनेस एंड फुलफिलमेंट. The world needs to know what is happiness. So we have been dealing with gross material world a lot in our life. Right now, probably it is the time to go and explore the subtle world. So that is what I invite all of you to this new journey of discovering your own self, your higher consciousness, so that you can be happy all the time in any kind of circumstances without any fear. You can lead with freedom your life without any encumbrances, like a liberated life you can live. So my best wishes to all of you for having this new kind of lifestyle, if you choose to be that.
Thank
all
you,
the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your intellectual words, for your briefing, for your time. Now, I would like to invite convener, Dr. Rajiv Sikroria, Assistant Professor, St. B. Women's College, Varuna, from Department of Management, to present his report of the webinar.
Thank you, Nilanjana ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. I, Dr. Rajiv Sikroria, convener of National Webinar. First of all, before telling about the webinar, I would like to share with you how the idea of webinar originated in our college. So initially we wanted to organize it internally, but our principal sir and authorities motivated us to go for the national one. Now, because of you,